everybody. I was just totally judging myself because I've been wanting to do this video for forever, and it's because I started a new beauty routine and I've learned a lot from doing that, and I just wanted to share for either anybody who's wanting to start a new beauty routine or like makeup routine. These are just some tips that help to take into consideration when you do start. But I was totally judging myself because the camera ran out of batteries. I was replacing the battery, and then I was thinking in my head, I was like, I'm not doing anything in these videos. Like, are people gonna be bored out of their minds just like watching me talk? I haven't been doing videos for very long, but I know that they'll evolve, and these are just like the first. Whenever you start something new, it's like it's just basic, and then you build on it, right? So bear with me, but I have some really great information. So on the 4th of July, I wanted to start a new beauty routine. Didn't have to be on the 4th of July, but I was going to go to a party, and I wanted to like do my lashes and like try this new like contouring technique. And I had all of the materials, and I laid it out all on my coffee table. And on the last part of it, I totally messed up. I messed up hard, and there was no coming back. So I just washed my face, and I watched fireworks from my couch, and I got ready for bed, basically. Yeah, a tip is if you're going to want to start a new thing and you have an event that night, I would say like maybe hold off or just try one, because some mistakes could be very time consuming and fatal. But here we go. Hopefully my tips will help you from not getting into that situation in the first place. So I would say start with the eyes if you're trying something new on the eyes before doing the rest of your face, because if you mess up, then you could just take it off. But if you have your entire face, then you mess up your eyes, then it's really hard to come back from that. Know that whenever you start something new, it's probably going to be a disaster. It's not going to go the way you planned. It's not going to look like the people who do it on YouTube or the makeup artists who you go to get your makeup done for special events. It's just not. That goes with anything. So these are beauty tips, but this goes for anything that's even business related. A lot of people are selling courses these days, and the steps to make like $1 million look so easy, right? It's like, oh, I laid out this perfect formula and you just do it and then it works, but it doesn't. It's not like that. Nothing is that easy. So just keep that in mind when you're doing something new. The third time is when it starts. Here's your third tip. The third time is when it starts getting easier. So just take that into consideration. You're going to have to do something at least 3 times in order for you to get the muscle, the angle right, the muscle memory. So just remember that. The first 3 times, you're going to be a little shaky, and then it starts getting more comfortable. So if you could break past that barrier, then you're in a good spot. This is number 4. Plan your look ahead of time. So plan if you're going to use creams, if you're going to use powders, if you're going to use both in combination, like what highlighters you're going to use. Lay it all out in front of you in the order that you're going to use it. Open up your pieces so they're ready to go. This is number 5. I highly suggest only trying one new thing at a time. So I tried to do like 5 new techniques at a time, and it took way too long because they were all new. But if you have like your foundation and you're like going on your eyes and you want to try something new, just do that one technique. Do that at least 3 times, and then you'll feel more comfortable doing it, and then you can add on. This is step number 6 that goes in conjunction with number 5. When you layer after that 3rd time, it'll save you it'll basically just save you time. Sometimes trying a new look can take a lot of time, or trying something new can take a lot of time and a lot of effort. So just know that before you go into it and designate the time to do it. On a Saturday, if that's what you want to do with your like time off, or that if that's what you want to do with your morning, just say, this is what I'm doing with my morning. And you lay out all your makeup, you lay out all your beauty products, or you lay out the instructions to put together your new furniture or whatever it is. You say, this is what I'm doing right now, and you make the time for it and understand that it's probably going to take the full amount of time that you allotted to do. And just know that. I say this because I have a tendency to regret the time that I've spent on something. So, for example, on the 4th of July, I tried like 5 new looks. I spent a lot of time doing it, and then I was like, dude, this was so dumb. Like, I started like down-talking myself and kind of like bullying myself. I was like, this is so dumb. Like, why would you do this? It took so much time. You basically like, it didn't take all day, but like in my head, I was like, it took all day and you ended up washing it off anyways. And then I had to re-talk to myself and say, no, this is what you planned on doing. And you wanted to go to a party and put it all together and it didn't work out. So like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Now you spent that one time doing it, so you know how to do it. I'm gonna check hold on. So step number 8, I think that's the one we're on, is when you try a whole new look, take note of how your products work together. This helps with future application. Let me give you a couple examples. Somebody gave me this Arbonne as a sample, and I used like all of my beauty products on the 4th of July, and Arbonne does not work with any of my makeup products. So I know that if I want to wear this, I can't layer it with makeup. I have to wear it by itself. Here's another example. This Smashbox 24-hour photo finish. So your shadow primer, so your shadow doesn't move, is this is an excellent product. It's great for eyeshadow, eyeliner, and my bronzer that I put on my lids for just like a simple look. But if I want to just do foundation or concealer on my eyes just to like take care of the redness and even out my skin a little bit, I cannot put this on beforehand. I'm probably better off baking. So know what, and I don't even know if you do that for the eyes, but I guess you could. Just know know how your products work together. Basically, that just goes along with testing. There's some of my skin care products that I can't layer on top, and so basically this Arbonne just gives me trouble. So anyways, step number 9, don't be afraid to get creative. Artists do this. They use certain materials when they're painting or when they're making certain things that other people wouldn't think about using. Do that. If you feel compelled to put eyeliner on your face, like, just do it. The whole thing about trying something new is to get a certain look, but you may discover something along the way. So follow your urges and take that with consideration of the rule of 3. That urge, you may have to experiment with it 3 or more times to know exactly what that urge is telling you to do. Here's a big one. This is number 10, and it's a big one. Sometimes we give up too easy. Sometimes something doesn't work even after 3 times, and we're just like, oh man, I have this product and it doesn't work the way that I want it to, and then we kind of forget about it and it sits in our drawer. Or we, like in business, we try a new marketing thing and it doesn't work after like a few times. And by work, I mean it doesn't bring in income, but it may be bringing you something else. So I would say, like, be patient and don't give up too easy. I really wanted to do like a big lip look, but I had no idea how to do it. And so I walked around with like duck lips for months on end. Then I discovered how to do lips correctly, big lips correctly. But I didn't stop trying. This is also a really big one, and it's kind of meta. So this is number 11, and in order to care about how you look, you kind of have to not care about how you look at the same time. Let me give you an example. There's been points in my life, and I'm going through one right now, where I have like really bad acne and I don't know exactly what's going on. And so sometimes I'll just like go full on, no makeup. I'll go like bare skin, even if I have like gross acne, like cystic or pimples, because I feel like that's going to be the healthiest thing for me to do until I figure out how to go about fixing it. What I mean by you can't care about how you look, but also care about how you look, is like the health of your own, like your own personal care and like health should come before your self-consciousness, because you're a work in progress and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or says. Like, I've looked so gross and still have been able to have the confidence. That has happened more at an older age than when I was younger. I was very, very, very self-conscious when I was younger, without reason. I just had low self-esteem. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta like be okay with how you look, with the new makeup look that you tried before work but it didn't go well. You just gotta go out the door sometimes and live. So that's what I mean by to care about how you look means that you don't care about how you look sometimes. This is one of my favorites. So I think this is 12, and then I have one more for you, 13. Lucky number 13. So this is one of my favorite things. I really put my looks to the test. Like, I will do my full face, and then I will go to gym or hot yoga or heated Pilates, because to me, knowing how my makeup works and how it holds up in that kind of heat and weather is having the confidence to go to like a wedding and be in the sun all day, like the hot, sweaty in the sun, because I don't know, I really like to put things to the test. It's kind of the same with my clothing. I don't buy delicate materials. I like really like things that I could be a little bit rough with, that I don't have to worry about like snagging. So I do that with my makeup too. Like, I will test my looks, because I don't want to go outside and in the hot, humid like New York weather and have like raccoon eyes after 10 minutes of being outside. So I really, really highly suggest just like testing your looks to the max. I do this with potential partners all the time. Like, I want to know if they're going to cut it earlier rather than later. So I really test them to the max at first. So do that with your makeup. Do that with other things too. Like, just go ham, just go all out. Then my last tip is one crucial mistake I made on the 4th of July was I didn't wet my beauty blender before I used it, and I knew that I had to, but this, like, wetting the beauty blender just makes your makeup blend just incredibly well. And if you don't wet it, things go really wrong. So my question to you is, what is that one thing that you have to remember to do every single time, either before you start your routine or before you launch a new product or before you go out on that sales call or before you start to work? What's that one thing that you need to do that will be crucial to your success? And that's where I'm going to end this. So thank you so much for watching. That was really fun. And hopefully I'll have more of these coming out for you. I always relate all my hobbies to business and life, and I hope you enjoy that, because that's a part of me and making connections. Please stay tuned for Alexa skills, affirmations, podcasts, and more YouTube videos. Thank you so much, and comment below. I really love to hear from you. Would love to answer any of your questions, and have a good one.